Good morning, everyone. This is Pavani. Again, I'm back with tenses. In my previous class for 8th to 10th classes, I have taken tenses topic. So, in previous session, we have completed present tense and future tense. And what is a tense? Tense is derived from the Latin word tempus. And how many kinds of tenses we have? Three kinds of tenses. What are they? Present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay. Again, each tense is subdivided into how many forms? Four forms. Okay. So present tense four forms we have completed, past tense four forms we have completed, and today I would like to complete future tense four forms and one exercise I'll teach you. Okay. So now what is future tense? Okay, the third one is what? Future tense. Again, future tense is subdivided into four forms. What are they? Simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Okay. So now what is simple future tense? Simple future tense, already we have learned that the work which is going to happen in the future, the action which is going to happen in the future is called future tense. Okay, now here simple future tense tells about, it indicates a simple future action. It indicates a simple future action, the action which is going to happen in the future. Okay, simple future tense, it indicates a simple future action which is happening in the future. That is called simple future tense. Then what is the structure here? Subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. Subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. Okay, so what is the example? I shall visit your house tomorrow. I shall visit your house tomorrow. So according to the structure, whether the sentence is there or not here. So I comes under what? Subject. I comes under what? Subject. And then according to the structure, I follows what? Shall. Okay. So shall we have written according to the structure. The next one is what? Visit your house tomorrow. So this all comes under what? Object. This all comes under object. Is it clear? So now according to the structure, subject plus shall plus V1, visit is what? V1, your house tomorrow is the object. Okay, is it clear, everyone? So what is simple future tense? The action which is going to happen in future comes under simple future tense, the action which is going to happen. So here the structure is subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. So visit is what? V1. So visited is V2, visited is V3, and visiting is V4. Okay, so now here visit is what? V1. So according to the structure we have used visit. Is it clear? Then next, what is the next one? Future continuous tense. What is future continuous tense? It indicates an action that will be continuing. Okay, the action will start in the future and it will continue in the future. Okay, it starts in the future and continues in the future is called future continuous tense. Is it clear? So what is the structure? Subject plus, I told you even in the previous class, like what? Continuous means ing form, nothing but V1 plus ing form. It becomes what? V4. So here subject plus will or shall, same structure, will or shall plus extra what we are doing, as it is continuing we have to add B form, B plus V4 plus object. So what will be the sentence? Same sentence I have changed into like what? Future continuous tense. So I shall be visiting your house tomorrow. I shall be visiting your house tomorrow. I always follows shall. Okay. Then next, future perfect tense. What is future perfect tense? It indicates an action that will be completed in the future. See, it starts in the future, it continues in the future, and it completes in the future. That is called what? It completes in the future is called future perfect tense. The action which will start in the future, continues in the future, and completes in the future is called what? Future perfect tense. So it indicates an action that will be completed by a particular time. Okay, in the future it will start at certain time and it ends at a particular time. That is called what? Future perfect tense. Is it clear, everyone? Then next, what is the structure? Subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 plus object. See, will or shall is as it is. Simple future will or shall. Continuous will or shall. Extra what we have added here? be we have added. As it is continuous, we have used V4. Okay. Now here future perfect. Always perfect means what I told you, V3. That you have to remember. Perfect means V3. So now here will or shall as it is. Extra what you have added? When it is perfect, you have added have. If it is present perfect, how we have used has or have plus V3. So here have plus V3. Is it clear? When it is perfect, we will get have. That you need to remember. Then what is the sentence? I shall have visited your house tomorrow. So now if you see here, I shall be visiting. Be form you have used and visiting is V4, and this is what object here, and this is subject, and here I is a subject and have visited comes under V3 and this comes under what? Object. So I shall have visited your house tomorrow. I shall have visited. I did not visit still. I shall have visited your house tomorrow. Is it clear? The next, future perfect continuous tense. What is future perfect continuous tense? It indicates an action, okay, that has begun in the past, continued until a period of time, in future and likely to continue. Is it clear, everyone? It indicates an action that has begun in the past. In the future, it has begun in the past, continued until a period of time. It has started, continued, and again it stopped, and again it continued. Again it stopped means what? Future perfect tense. Again it has continued means future perfect continuous tense. Okay. So it indicates an action that has begun in the past, in the future, continued until a period of time in the future, and it is likely to continue in the future. That is called what? Future perfect continuous tense. So what is the structure here? Subject plus will or shall plus have. Same, have as it is you have written. Extra what? When you write continuous, you will get V4. That blindly you have to remember. V1 here, continuous V4, and here it will be V3, and again last one you will get continuous, it is V4. So have after extra what you have written, this and this slight difference. Here have plus V3, here have been plus V4. Okay, continuous means V4. Okay, so extra what we have added? The word been. Extra what you have added? The word been. So now here I shall have been visiting your house tomorrow. I shall have been visiting your house tomorrow. So see here, I comes under subject. Have been visiting again comes under what? V4. Okay. Then your house tomorrow comes under the object. So let me explain once again. So future tense. Future tense is the third one in tenses. Again it is subdivided into how many forms? 4 forms. It is subdivided into 4 forms. First one is simple future tense. Simple future tense means what? The actions which are going to happen in the future. The actions which are going to happen in the future, it is called simple future tense. So what is the structure here? Subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. Okay. In simple present you will have V1. Simple past tense you will have V2, and again simple future you will get V1. Okay. So subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. So what is the sentence? I shall visit your house tomorrow. I shall visit your house tomorrow. If at all if I write he or she, then we can write will. Okay. So I shall. Will is not giving. The I shall means compulsory you are going to visit. You can write even I will, but in colloquially you have to use that. Okay. But now here, like will means it is not like confidently you're saying. I will come means you may or you may not. I shall means it's compulsory. Okay, I shall means it's compulsory. So I shall visit your house tomorrow. I always follows shall. We always follows shall. Okay, I and we follows what? Shall. So I shall visit your house tomorrow. So now visit is what here? Visit comes under what? V1. This is what? V1. The next, future continuous tense. Future continuous means the action which is going to happen in the future. It continues in the future. It starts and it continues. That is called what? future continuous tense. The action which is going to happen in the future, it starts and it continues. So it is called what? Future continuous tense. Okay. So it indicates an action that will be continuing. It indicates an action that will be continuing. What is the structure? Subject plus will or shall plus be plus V4 plus object. Subject plus will or shall plus be. What we are adding here? B. Okay, B form we are adding. B plus V4 plus object. Continuous in the sense you have to remember that V4 you have to write. Okay. Then what is the example here? I shall be visiting your house tomorrow. Same sentence carried here, but slight change. Okay, I have written in continuous tense now. Future continuous tense. I shall be visiting. So visit changes into V4 as what? Visiting your house tomorrow. The next one is what? Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense means what? The action which is going to happen in the future continues and completes in the future at a particular time. That is called what? Future perfect tense. The action which starts in the future, continues in the future and completes at a particular time is called what? Future perfect tense. Okay. So what is the structure here then? Subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 plus object. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 plus object. So this is the structure. So when you get like what present perfect or past perfect or future perfect, see present perfect has or have you got. Okay, whereas past perfect you got only had, and again future perfect you will get have. Okay. So now see here. Have plus V3 plus object. Always you have to remember perfect means V3. Okay. So I shall have visited your house tomorrow. I shall have visited your house tomorrow. So visited is what? V3 form. Visited is what? V3 form. Before that what we have to write? Have visited. Okay. So now next one. Future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous means the action started in the future at particular time, continued, and at particular time it stopped, and again it continues. That is called what? Future perfect continuous tense. It indicates an action that has begun in the past. Okay, in the past means in future, in the past, and continued until a period of time. It continued until a period of time, and again in it is likely to continue. Again it is likely to continue. That is called what? Future perfect continuous tense. So what is the example here? Subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 plus object. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 plus object. Okay, so extra what is added here you can see for compared to like what future perfect and a future perfect continuous tense, slight difference. Same structure up to here. Have after extra what you have added been. Anyhow you know that if it is continuous you have to put V4. Okay, when you get continuous you have to write V4. If it is simple future tense, okay, V1. Future continuous tense, V4. Future perfect tense, V3. Again future perfect continuous tense, been plus V4. That you have to remember. Is it clear everyone? So what is the sentence then? I shall have been visiting your house tomorrow. I comes under subject and shall according to the structure. Have been visiting comes under V4. Your house tomorrow comes under object. Okay. So just I will write a table here. After that I will tell you exercise. Otherwise along with the table sentences I will write. Yes. So now if I take a sentence like for example present tense, past and future. Okay. If I take example in that way, then let us see. Yes, so we can write like this: simple present tense. Okay, simple present tense. Simple present tense structure, one sentence. Okay, shall we write like that? Simple present tense. What is the structure? Subject plus V1 plus S or ES plus object. Okay, this is simple present tense. Then now simple past tense. Simple past tense. Okay, subject plus V2 plus object. Then here simple future tense. Subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. These are the structures. So now I will take one sentence like Rani reads a novel. Rani reads a novel. See, Rani is subject, reads is V1, novel is object. Okay. So same sentence if I take Rani was reading a Rani read a novel. Rani read a novel. Then Rani will read a novel. See here everyone. Rani reads a novel. Rani read a novel. See here, this is V2, this is V1 and this is simple future. Again V1 will read. Okay. So V1. Now here present continuous tense. Subject plus is, am, are plus V4. This is the structure. The next one, past continuous tense. Okay. Then subject plus was or were plus V4 plus object. Subject plus was or were plus V4 plus object. Then here future continuous tense. Subject plus will or shall plus be plus V4 plus object. So same sentence if I take Rani is reading a novel. As Rani is singular, what I have used is. If I use they are reading a novel. If I use I am reading a novel. So same sentence. Now Rani read a novel. This is what V2. Okay. So now Rani was reading a novel. Rani was reading a novel. Next, Rani will read a novel. So Rani will be reading a novel. Rani will be reading a novel. Okay. Next, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. Subject plus has or have plus. Okay. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Here past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Then here future perfect tense. Okay. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 plus object. So now here the sentence. What is the sentence? Rani is reading a novel must be changed into present perfect. So Rani has read a novel. So read, reading. Okay. Rani has read a novel. Then Rani had read a novel. Had read a novel. Then next, Rani will have read a novel. Rani will have read a novel. The next one is what? Present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Subject plus has or have plus been plus V4 plus object. Okay. Then past perfect continuous tense. Subject plus had plus been plus V4 plus object. Okay. Then here future perfect continuous tense. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 plus object. Okay. So now here, see here now, same sentence. Rani has been reading a novel. Rani has been reading a novel. Rani had been reading a novel. Okay. Then Rani will have been reading a novel. Now see the difference for all the tenses. Okay, see the difference. Now see here. Present tense, past tense, future tense. Okay, I have written all the structures. Present tense, simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. Straight I have shown so that you will understand in a clear manner. So now I have taken one sentence, total 12 sentences I have written. Okay. So now Rani reads a novel. Rani is subject, reads is V1, a novel is object. Okay. Then subject plus V2 plus object is what? Simple past tense structure. Then Rani read a novel. Read is what? V2. Okay. Then simple future tense. Subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus object. Rani will read a novel. So will is according to the structure read. V1 is read. Novel is object. So present continuous tense. What is the structure? Subject plus is am are plus V4 plus object. Okay. Then Rani is reading a novel. Rani is reading a novel. Then past continuous tense. Subject plus was or were plus V4 plus object. So Rani was reading a novel. Okay, when it is past continuous, what you have to use? Was or were. If it is singular, you have to use was. If it is plural, what you have to use? Were. Same way, here present continuous tense. If it is singular, is you are using. If it is I, you will use am. If it is they, you will use plural word, that is are. Then next, future continuous tense. Subject plus will or shall plus be plus V4 plus object. So now here Rani will be reading a novel. Rani will be reading a novel. Extra what you got here? Be. Continuous means anyhow you have to use V4. So will be reading a novel. Can you write Rani will reading a novel? It is not a meaningful sentence. So Rani will be reading a novel. It is future continuous tense. The next, present perfect tense. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Okay. So Rani has, according to the structure, Rani is singular. What verb I have to use? Has. Then V3 is what? Read. Read a novel. Okay. Then past perfect tense. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Then Rani had. Again V3 form is what? Read. Rani had read a novel. Then again future perfect tense. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 plus object. So Rani will. What is the structure here? Have plus V3. So have read. V3 is again read. Read a novel. The next, present perfect continuous tense. Subject plus has or have plus being plus V4 plus object. Extra what you got here? Been word you got in present perfect continuous tense. Same way past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous tense you will get same. Okay, so Rani has been reading a novel. Then Rani had been reading a novel. Here had been plus V4. Okay, then future perfect continuous tense. Subject plus will or shall plus have been plus V4 plus object. Okay, compare here V3 have plus V3 and V4 have plus been plus V4. So Rani will have been reading a novel. Rani will have been reading a novel. Reading a novel. So these are tenses. If at all, if you learn the structures perfectly, then you can remember the structures. When you know the structure, then only you can change the sentences. Okay, if you know the structure, then only you can change the sentences. Otherwise, you cannot change the sentence. Unless and until if you know the structure, then only you can change. For example, just I will explain two sentences. I'm going to erase this. Just I will explain two sentences. For example, Rahul played chess. Rahul played chess. Come on, if I ask you to identify, it comes under which tense? Rahul played chess. So it is what? Rahul is subject, played is V2 and chess is object. That means subject plus V2 plus object we got. What we got? Subject plus V2 plus object. So now I ask you to change this sentence into future continuous tense. If I ask, change this sentence into future continuous tense. So how you must write? Future continuous tense. So how you have to write? So now Rahul. Okay, what is the structure? First you have to remember what is the structure. Subject plus will or shall plus V1, sorry, B plus V4 plus object. It is continuous now. So subject plus will or shall plus B plus V4 plus object. It should come in your mind. Otherwise you have to write beside and then you have to change the sentence. So what you can write? Rahul will be playing chess. So this is what? Now Rahul is subject. Okay. Now playing is V4. According to the structure B form you used. This is what? Object. What is this? Object. So according to the structure, now you got the sentence. So in this way, any sentence will be asked and ask you to change into the other tense. So you have to. For example, one more sentence I will give you. Ravi wrote a novel. Ravi wrote a novel. Okay. Otherwise, Ravi has written a novel. Ravi has written a novel. Ravi has written a novel. Come on, first you identify it comes under what? Ravi has written a novel. You need to identify it comes under what? So Ravi is subject. Okay, written is what? V3. Novel is what? Object. This is according to the structure. Has written means it comes under V3. Now that means this is what? Past perfect tense. This is in past perfect tense. So you need to change into, sorry, present perfect tense it is in. Change into past perfect tense. Okay, change into past perfect tense. This is in present perfect. Okay, so you need to change into past perfect. So what you have to write? Ravi. Then you have to remember what is past perfect structure. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. This is the structure of past perfect. So Ravi had written a novel. Ravi had written a novel. changing present perfect into past perfect, changing present perfect into past perfect. If you remember the structures, easily you can write, you can change it. Okay, so I hope everyone have understood all the tenses structures. So once again you go through all the structures, then you make some sentences and try to change it. You make some sentences and try to change it, then you will get a clear idea, then you will get a clear idea. So how many tenses are there? Three kinds of tenses are there. Again, each tense is subdivided into four forms. Okay, present tense, past tense and future tense. Each tense is subdivided into four forms. So altogether how many tenses we have? 12 tenses. So 12 tenses structures if you know perfectly, then you can enjoy the topic tenses. Okay, so I hope everyone have understood, and go through the topic once again, listen twice, thrice, then you can understand the topic which I have taught you. Okay, if at all, if there is like what, if you don't understand, you can please comment me. Okay, so thank you everyone.